What's going on, everyone? It's your favorite host and jealous hater Apoc, and welcome back to the channel. So I think it's a pretty fair assumption that Oscar and Kira's breakup is both frustrating and very, very confusing. It's just way too obvious that there's a lot more to the situation than what they're saying. And to be honest, I think they're just trying to save face because YouTube is their main source of income, and what would they do if they actually split up? And to break up the household would ruin them. But it is apparent that they are actually trying to save themselves with this new Q&A monstrosity that they pushed out, where the vibes are definitely different. And Kira went from, oh, I don't want to be with him, to self-loving confidence, guys. Now today we are not going to be diving deep into that Q&A. No, we're actually going to finish the end of their little breakup announcement video where things really started to get weird, awkward, and extremely confusing. Okay, let's get it.
We will be the best parents that we can be through this, but between us, I also would like to keep things as like positive.
Positive as possible.
Why did you look like that?
Oh, I don't know, Kira. Maybe it's because you want things to remain positive or to be positive after the fact of you being not so positive. You ended a 7-year relationship for many excuses and reasons that make no sense whatsoever. You purposely were trying to sabotage your relationship to manipulate Oscar into breaking up with you because you're a coward that doesn't know how to communicate. So you just lead him on for a year's time because you were feeling some kind of way about him, which I'm definitely sticking to my stance that it's been way more than a year since Kira's been checked out or started to feel these things or whatever. There's plenty of evidence to prove this. But during that so-called dark time, she was praising him for being such an amazing partner and best friend that made her a better person. These are her words. But yeah, Kira, go off about being positive, you clown.
I'm thinking about like the future too, like how it's gonna go, and just like
we're still gonna be like vlogging and uploading on this channel together. We still are gonna live in the same house. We still are sharing finances.
Yeah.
Like,
hear that? The people who can't stand each other, the people who don't communicate at all, who don't get along or have fun or any of that, are still going to be living together, trying to make the friend situation work, but not their actual relationship in general. What could go wrong? It's also pretty messed up that there was literally no thought into this, especially by Kira because she's the one that did the deed. But they have no clue about logistics and are basically winging it. And they have 4 children that rely on them. And it seems through this entire shit show, they've been forgotten in all the selfishness and greed, which is just really sad, man. I mean, Kira pulled the rug out from not just under Oscar's feet, but the kids as well. She let it get to the point to what it is now with no communication in between, without knowing the outcome. Oscar may not have even been okay with staying in the house, who knows? But she just rolled the dice anyways.
We're gonna do taxes together, and we're gonna keep our money together until we taxes and figure out like, alright, what direction do we go from there?
we're just like not rushing anything.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to rush anything, so she waits a whole ass year to finally say something, but to just rush a breakup. Bruh.
We're trying not to. Yeah.
Things might even seem kind of normal for a while. I don't know. Maybe we'll be vlogging separately.
Oscar is sleeping in another room.
Things still might seem normal, guys, but Oscar is sleeping in another room. I feel like vloggers are just walking ills and contradictions.
Yeah, that's interesting. But I just got back from vacation, so it's actually not that bad. It just feels like, all right, I'm continuing the vacation, but...
My boy did not just say that sleeping in another room based from a breakup and all that came with it is the same thing as being on a vacation. The dude is in denial. And you know, I'm just gonna have to do this one again. Bruh.
That's what's been going on.
Last night was his first night in the new room.
Yeah, downstairs.
Was it weird?
No, not at all. Like I said.
One would think that after 7 years of being together and having this family and doing all the same things and whatever, it would have been weird for both of them. But my guess is the reason why it's not is because nothing's actually really changed, because they really didn't have an authentic relationship and they've been living like this entire time.
Can I tell them about the funniest conversation I had with you?
What?
In Florida when we were on the phone.
Oh God, here we go.
Oscar was, he went to a strip club, can I say that?
Yeah, I don't care.
The night before, and then we were talking about it, and I was like, well, did you like get a lap dance or anything? And he's like, no, I feel too awkward.
Doubt it. You know, it's really weird to me that she's just casually saying these things while just ending their entire relationship not 2 weeks ago. You would think that's something that she doesn't want to know at all. Why was this even in the video? It's just so damning to Kira and this whole breakup situation. Why would you include any of this?
So anyways, long story short.
I didn't go alone, by the way. I went with a group of friends.
That face says he did go alone, or at least went with Korinikoff. Barf.
So Oscar went to the strip club Didn't get a lap dance, stupid. Didn't Venmo me just as much money as the stripper, stupid.
I barely threw anything, but sure.
Tell them you barely didn't and how much it was.
Okay.
You sound like an idiot. Tell them.
I was trying to underplay.
Yeah.
It was only $200.
Only? What kind of money are you making? Not any, because you're not uploading.
This is just so weird and unnecessary to put in the video. You know, you did kind of end the relationship and he wanted to get away from you. So, did you forget about that? Probably. So, I highly doubt that he threw $200 at a pole and didn't get a lap dance. I mean, come on. But why is Kira so adamant about Oscar doing things with other women? It's quite out of character for her because she's never portrayed herself to be this way. She's been someone completely different on the vlogs, and now all of a sudden she wants to show us her true colors?
So then he was talking about like sleeping with girls and how is he gonna do that, and I was trying to give him advice on like how to sleep with girls or like know when a girl wants to and all those things.
Oh my god, that is
and
such
it was
a
the
weird
funniest, weirdest conversation.
Okay, so the dude has 4 children and has been with Kira several times, so he already knows how to take a girl to Pound Town. So why is she giving advice? Not that she's credible in any way, I don't know why she thinks she still is. She shouldn't be giving out advice to anyone. The chick used to do Topic Tuesdays on her Instagram and has a podcast dedicated to sex, but as you can see, it was all a lie. It was all horse doo-doo, baloney. In fact, whatever she was doing and who she is the exact opposite of what she's claimed to be for years.
Not that I was even trying to get any of it. She was telling me like, hey, I think you should sleep with someone. Like, what?
So why would he need to sleep with anyone? This is right out the gate too. There wasn't even enough time for him to process the damn breakup, and she's already trying to get him to sleep with other women. In fact, I would say that she's trying harder to do that than she ever did in her actual relationship.
First of all, I wouldn't even know how to go
I just
about
think
that.
like, I don't know, guys, I feel like they just like need that. Like Oscar and I haven't slept together in some time.
It's been like a month, yeah. Like
2 months.
Says Oscar needs it, but doesn't even know how long it's been. And by the way, says the girl who is now posting thirst traps on Instagram and is about to start an OF because it's something that she apparently needs to love herself all over again or whatever. But you know, Kira, maybe instead of thinking that he needs to sleep with someone else, you should actually spark up a conversation about your actual relationship with him between you guys so that things could have gotten better. But hey, what do I know? Kira rather end the 7 years instead of actually trying to talk things through and make it work and claim that it's all for her own self-love while starting an OF for other people's enjoyment. I mean, personally, I would just go to the spa or the gym or something like that, but you know, I'm a simple queen and I guess that's just too boring for her.
It was like the beginning of November.
Dude, that's too TMI. Anywho.
Yeah, that's too much information, but not your children's privacy being put out online for the world to see.
She was telling me you need to get with somebody. I was like, I wouldn't even know how to go about that, and she just started giving me tips.
Again, why? Why is this necessary at all? Because he needs it? He didn't even know how long it's been since you guys slept together. To be honest, him being with another female should be the last thing on your mind, especially since you praise him so damn much.
So that's where my ring went.
Yep.
And I get to keep the ring because a ring is a gift, and if he thinks he can take it away from me, he would be...
Why does she want to hold on to this gift when she is actively trying to get him to sleep with other women? This makes no sense. And let's be very clear here. An engagement ring is a conditional gift, as in the condition that you're actually going to get married to your partner. And if you don't, the proper etiquette is to give the ring back to the person who bought it. I just really don't understand why she wants to keep it so badly. I mean, she did have to beg for it, so maybe that has a little to do with it.
Until, yeah, one of the kids. I think you give it to your son.
No, I don't want any of the kids to wear the ring or give the ring because I think that's bad luck.
Yet she refuses to give it back.
Because we didn't
Well, we
work.
never got married. Hey.
It still is bad luck.
But it's not bad luck to keep a ring that's based from an engagement that never worked out and filled with so much toxicity.
So no, I'm not letting them give it to anybody, but I would like them to just at least like see it or have it or decide what they want to do with it.
So she just said, right, that it was bad luck to give the ring to her kids. And in the very next breath said that's exactly what she's going to do. And why the hell would you want to give the ring to one of your children based from a broken and toxic relationship? That makes no sense, Kira.
A family heirloom.
Break it into 4 pieces.
Like you did the relationship. And did Oscar just call the ring a family heirloom? What? I mean, come on, what do we expect from a guy who thinks sleeping downstairs because of a breakup is the same thing as being on vacation? And Kira probably only wants to keep it because of control.
What happens if I have a 5th kid though?
Well, that's your new person's problem, not mine, dude. For real.
Can't have any more kids. You had a miscarriage because of your scar tissue damage, and your last one was a miracle baby. So this joke was really out of pocket, especially because she had him get a vasectomy.
Vlogs are probably gonna be, like I said, like probably the same for a little bit. We don't know. We don't know.
We don't know, guys. We're just like here,
You're just here winging it. Nothing was thought through. They're just rolling the dice. No steps were taken. There was no communication. But don't worry, guys. Everything will be normal. The fact that they think this way is just insane. It's like they almost forgot the entire reason they're broken up and the entire premise to this video.
living our best lives.
Dude, we're just 2 friends living in the same house with 4 kids. What could go wrong?
Well, everything actually, because that's what started this whole thing.
Everybody in our lives thinks we're nuts.
We are nuts, dude. We've been nuts since day 1.
So why are they acting like that they're getting married at a courthouse 2 months deep into dating and not actually breaking up a 7-year relationship?
The minute I met you, I should have been like, oh my god, say no to this girl. She's way too much right now.
Maybe he should have stuck with his gut.
But yeah, that's what's going on.
Right person, wrong time.
What?
Right person, wrong time.
Okay, so let me get this straight, Kira. Oscar is the right person for you, but it's just the wrong time for you guys to be together? What does that even mean? To be honest, she's actually getting to the age where it would be good to have stability, children, and a committed relationship. Not starting OF to like self-love yourself for others or something. But I guess it took 7 years and 4 kids later to realize that she didn't want to be with Oscar.
Maybe.
But it's the wrong time forever. Don't get your hopes up.
Yeah.
It's the wrong time forever. Don't get your hopes up. What a B word. You know, that was really fucking rude of her to say, especially right after saying that he was the one for you. She literally just said that in the same sentence. This is the same person that claims Oscar is her best friend. And I thought this whole thing was based around her finding herself. So you're telling me that even if she does that, Oscar still has no chance? If that's truly the case, then she is not telling the truth.
Confidence, I love it. The fact that you think after everything you put me through, I would be like,
Me put you through? I've done nothing.
Well, to be fair, both of them have done something to ruin the relationship. We're not going to ignore that they both have been extremely selfish and have no thoughts or regards towards their own children.
Like, besides some attitude here and there. And comforting another guy because he was sad.
oh, there it is.
Oh yeah, Oscar looks just peachy about this breakup. Let's also keep in mind that Kira was communicating with another guy trying to make him feel better, but not being present for her apparent best friend and her relationship with him. Also, Oscar said lines were crossed. He said his feelings were hurt. So yeah, Kira, if you're laying on another guy and that's his limit and that's a boundary, you definitely crossed that. And the fact that you're trying to say that's no big deal while hurting his feelings is pretty fucked up.
I didn't even do anything.
I know.
This is comforting to Oscar.
Oh, shut the...
Pressed. And understandably so. There are lines you just don't cross, and Kira crossed them. When you're in a committed relationship and have a family, you don't do those things, especially behind your partner's back, while again not being present for him or your relationship. That does call for some frustration and anger, especially because you obviously don't do those things for Oscar.
Guys, that was early on. Don't even get me started.
Anyone else really want some more context and timelines here?
Well, one
Anyway,
time, Oscar was talking to Hannah, and they were helping each other through emotional things. So is that weird?
No, not really, because if that's all it was, then it's not a big deal. And now if you want to think of it in a different perspective, as in Oscar was being present for Hannah during a time where she needed comforting, while in the past or even the present was ignoring Kira's feelings and depression, then yes, I would say it's a little inappropriate or rude or inconsiderate. Then yeah, it is weird because that's exactly what happened. I just think at this point, both of them were checked out, but it was pretty messed up for Kira to throw Hannah under the bus the way she did.
Considering where things were going, and I never was rubbed
Oh, no,
up
it's weird.
never
I'm
rubbed
feeling
up on
weird
Hannah.
about it all of a sudden.
Never rubbed up on Hannah
I never
ever.
rubbed up on anybody.
Okay, anyway, that's it.
See, Oscar's mad, he got heated, which means he's not cool with any of this, at least at this point. But my biggest question here that I have is that why would Kira be bothered that Oscar was comforting or even flirting with Hannah you know, another female, if that's what he did. But why would she be bothered by it, which she still clearly is, because she tried to use it as a jab or a weapon or whatever. But I thought when Kira ever thought of Oscar with another girl, it made her happy. Yet, when he has a conversation with Hannah, she gets all uncomfortable. Please, Kira, explain that to us.
I'm gonna now, though. How many guys do you think I can rub up on?
As many as you want.
Yeah, probably for OF, too. Anyways, all you jealous haters, that's about it. Well, that was awkward and weird. Didn't think ending a 7-year relationship would be such a kick-ass 10, dude. Now, obviously, this was all BS. Like I said, these two are just walking contradictions, like most vloggers. But that's all I got for now. I'll be covering the other video, the Q&A soon, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.